Hey everyone, it's Nikki. I'm just here to share some tips with you. I'm just about to do some listing photography here in Devonport, and I was talking to some clients, and we have the usual conversation, so I thought it might be helpful to go over one of the conversations that I have quite regularly with people wanting to or planning to sell a vacation home. So there are some things that you can do as an owner in advance of us actually going to list the home. That will help you feel more prepared and less overwhelmed by the process, but also, it will put us in a good place in terms of the market. So one of the first things to do is choose a good agent. I'm going to tell you that, and the reason I say that is not necessarily because I want you to choose me, which of course I do, but I want you to choose an agent who has significant experience in selling a short-term rental home. It's residential real estate, but it's not exactly the same. There are some very, very subtle differences that you really do need to do this all the time to understand those differences and to be very accustomed to the way that we handle the transfer of certain things and the way that we manage certain things to make this as effortless and as seamless for you as we possibly can. That's the goal. Get you the most money in the shortest period of time with the least amount of stress. So you've picked an agent, but also what I think you should do, and is always good advice, is to make sure you've spoken to your accountant or CPA, whoever does your taxes for your vacation home. Make sure that you have an understanding of all of the tax implications for you, the time that you're selling, capital gains tax, the FERPTA, all of that kind of stuff. We want to make sure that you have all the information you need, you've got good advice, and you're ready to go, and there's no hiccups. Nobody wants to run into problems with the tax man, do they? So the next thing I think is really important for a short-term rental owner like yourselves is to make sure that you have a really good comprehensive list of upgrades that you've done, a list of the major systems in your home, like the roof, the AC, the water heater, the pool heater. Pool heaters always come up, trust me. So if you know the age of the pool heater, that's great. Pool pump, anything like that. If we have a comprehensive list of those things, I know it's a little time consuming at the beginning, but trust me, it will save a million phone calls and text messages and emails in the long run. So that's good. But it also shows that your home is well maintained, that you have a good understanding of the systems of your home, and we can then demonstrate that to potential buyers, which, at a time when perhaps interest rates are a little higher, buyers are more concerned with value. They're very concerned with not having to come out of pocket for things after closing. The more that we can demonstrate those things are taken care of, the more we can reassure them, and the likelihood of them choosing your home goes up, which is of course what we want. So, and in the spirit of preparing data and information, if you have rented the home, albeit gently or aggressively, however you do it, but you have good data on the rental weeks that you've booked, perhaps, rate per night, all of those kind of things, how many weeks and days you and your family and friends have enjoyed the home over the last couple of years. So we can get a sense and pass on that information to a buyer about how rentable the home is. So that's something that I always get asked for by agents working with buyers. They like rental history, and it really does show that we have done our homework. We are coming to market prepared, and it will take away any worries and concerns for the buyer in terms of will they be able to rent this home, because after all, for them it is an investment. So that's another thing we need to do. So one of the other things I think is really important is that we put our best face forward. We want to look as good as we possibly can. If there are some small little paint jobs to get done, I have good vendors here on the ground in Central Florida, here in Devonport, where I'm located. If you're 5,000 miles away or out of state somewhere, you can rely on me, you can lean on me to help you get those things done. We want to make sure that sense of any deferred maintenance or anything like that is taken care of ahead of time. So any little paint jobs, we want to get the windows clean. Light equals money, that's important. We want to make sure the front door is clean, there's a new welcome mat there. All of the things that we want your first impression to be a good one. We want buyers to turn up at your home and be taken with it and want to come in and see the rest, not deflated and not feeling as though this house doesn't look as good as it does in the pictures. We don't want that. So I'm always there when we have listing photos taken. I go around and fluff and move things to do the best I can with what you have. If you need professional staging, we can get that done too. So we have options, but typically vacation homes have everything that they need. Sometimes we just need to tweak it a little bit and, you know, make it look a little cuter than maybe it is, get some accessories in, but certainly a good clean and windows, you know, front doors, back doors, you know, door handle, all those things need to be clean. We do some housekeeping, you know, that kind of stuff. So those are some of the things that are really important to get done ahead of time. Obviously, you can tell I could talk about this stuff for hours, but if you have a question and you want a personalized sort of discussion about your home, how we could get that result for you, or you even just want an evaluation of the equity that you have in your home, that's fine too. You know, always reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. And sometimes I talk to clients for years before it's actually time to go to market. But in that time, we've built up some trust and a relationship, and you know when it's the right time for you, and that's when I swing into action and do what I do. So I wish you all well. If you have questions, reach out to me, and if not, have a great day. Take care.